No, the question is real. They say black don't crack. No, probably me, I crack. Probably maybe because I'm light skinned. I did crack and I have my experience, and that is what I'm about to share. So sit back, relax, story time. Going the final part of our studies, in fact, first time listening to me, just greetings peeps. Salut, how una day? Welcome back to this very special edition on this channel. If this is your first time listening to me, do well to hit that red subscribe button, hit on the notification bell, so that each time I release a new video, you will be notified in real time. This today is about storytelling. The first time I got depressed. If you're new to this channel, just make sure you go watch my first video. It was one of my very first sit-down videos. What you need to know about depression, because depression is a medical condition which has to do with the brain, mental health. It has to do with the nervous system, and it is a very common mental or health problem in the society, especially in today's society where we are faced with a lot of challenges. People get depressed. You graduate from college, you can't get a job. You can't take care of yourself. You can't take care of your family. You can't take care of your siblings, and many other things you keep naming. I just think of the personal ones that I think I'm going to share with you in this video, which is my own personal experience. Like I said, make sure you go watch my last video so that you get an idea, if you don't yet know, about what depression is all about. Because statistics have proven that a lot of other Africans think or don't believe that depression is real. They tend to think like it's the Caucasian thing. They think it's a Western thing. No, depression is real. They say black don't crack. No, probably me, I crack. Probably maybe because I'm light skinned. I did crack and I have my experience, and that is what I'm about to share. So sit back, relax, and let's listen to story time. Okay, it all happens in 2017. After I graduated. That was I graduated on the 7th of July 2017. Yeah, I remember quite well. 27th. And by the end of July that same year, I was back home and came back home with plans, like initial plans. Before coming back home, I met Boris, one of my friends and colleagues and partners, with whom we work together in one NGO called the Action Care Foundation. I'll be leaving all the links and all those details down in the description box subsequently. I'm still trying to upload that on my default upload settings. And I met him online, so I was coming back home. I already had a plan of action. My first action back home was a humanitarian trip I took to the west at the Formupia. Formupia is in the west region. We passed through Chang, is in the villages that right into Chang, passing through Kereng, those who know about Chang, went, and it was a very very, very long journey, and the village was kind of hilly, and it was not an easy activity. As humanitarians, I remember at one point we had to climb the hills. We climbed the hills for about 6 hours. We even got lost. We never knew the exact track-way or pathway to follow, and we're going up the hill to meet the Fulanis to be able to sensitize them, because a lot of them don't even know that there's a clinic available in the village. So at times most of them are sick, they are having other health issues, they don't even know they could go down from the hills, because they are grazers, they take care of the cattle and they live up the hills. And like I said, we checked for about 6 hours. It's true that an experienced person living up there will use like 45 minutes to 1 hour to do that same journey, but we used like 6 hours to do that, because we even got lost. 6 hours or more, we even got lost on the way. And they don't know, so when they sensitize them, we gave them some essential drugs, some paracetamol for headache and fever, some multivitamins, and some other drugs, deworming, albendazole, and other essential drugs that they might need, and we taught them how to use them should in case. And it was a great experience, like I said. But how did the depression come about? After the great experience, after my first humanitarian activity, after like my first giving back to the population, I just graduated, came back home, and my first action was giving back, because it was not something I was doing for salary or for what I was going to get as payment or reward at the end. I can remember I had a motivation or an assistance of 20k, because 20k francs CFA, because my tablet, this one, the screen which is broken, still broken, got broken, got scattered, and the CEO of the foundation compensated me with 20k to assist me in repairing the screen, and that was it. I was not expecting anything, by the way, because it was humanitarian activity, like I said. And I came back after it. I felt good about myself, but what next? Europe was good. I graduated. A doctor of pharmacy, a pharmacist, as we know. I studied both industrial pharmacy and pharmacy. The industrial part of it too. So next step was about to be able to be financially stable, to be able to assist the family, the junior siblings, and financially independent. But that was not the case, because getting a job or knowing exactly what to do to be able to make some money out of it was not easy. That's how I slowly, or it was not slowly, it was not a gradual process. I don't remember that. Actually, I don't remember that like being a gradual process. I somehow quickly drowned into the world of depression, and it was all about thought. It was all about thought and thinking that I shouldn't have come home, or I should have remained illegally back in Europe like some of us usually do. Some of my mates remained, and even though they were not legal, they were still trying to make themselves and they are still be legal, but they remained. And me, I never wanted something like that. And I missed home, I missed family, I missed a lot of things about being home. So I came back home because I missed home and family. So I came back home, and it was not easy because the system didn't recognize that they had sent out some citizens. It's a whole story for another day. The country and some other things are not okay. Like, I remember when we arrived in Italy, there was Canaldo and cameras in front of us. They were proudly presenting us. That was my first time on TV, by the way, though. Story for another day, too. And they were proudly announcing to the whole how they have sent Cameroonian students out to study in Italy. But that was just propaganda for me, because at the end, they never thought about the graduates or what to do about them, or whether they've graduated, whether they're back home. But you understand that everything, some little things that are not taken seriously, they turn out like that. So that was it, guys. Deep down in my thoughts, junior siblings having a problem. I'm talking how the depression came all about. Thinking about how to be able to go about your wants. How to be able to provide for your own self too. Like, that's a major issue. Before you're able to provide for your junior siblings too. Like, your junior siblings will call, hello big boy, I need this, and oh, I'm in need of this, and you are unable to assist. You know, that is it's not an easy. It was depressing to me, and knowing that I saw how hard it was to be able to find anything, because the worst part is they came back and missed the crisis. You know, the crisis going on in Cameroon right now, how it was unmissed. I don't want to talk much about that. I don't even plan on talking about that. I came back during that period, and it was not easy. There were no hopes, because there were days we just had to stay at home. There were days we hear gunshots. There were days we hear people rioting in the street, people burning things, and there were days we hear the military raiding the quarters, moving house to house, arresting people. No, I don't really want to talk about all that things, but they were not good days. They were dark days, like serious dark days. And I think that was when Mr. Depression, in this all devious and demonic way, so it was the right time to grab me and make me miserable. I can remember the pain. I was thinking, I'm a dead end, I'm a loser. Went to Europe, came back with nothing. You have nothing. You know the African culture. They know when you fly over, you come back. Here in Cameroon, they call it the Bengis, like bush faller, like in pidgin. And they expect you to be able to be loaded, because that's what the culture does. That's what many people do. They come back home loaded, and they give the impression that there's a lot of money outside of the country, abroad in Europe and Asia and America. You understand? So all that pressure of being someone who have been out there was enormous, and it was on me. It was weighing on me, because I was broke. Like, seriously, I was broke, and there was nothing else to hide about it, and I had to accept it. But it was heavy. It was difficult to not be able to be independent, being a doctor, being a pharmacist, being a graduate, being a bushfaller, being this, that, but being broke, being jobless, and being dependent. Dependent on who? I don't know. Because I was expected to be independent by then. So you can imagine that's what pushed me into the dark sea of depression. The good thing about what happened is that I noticed it, because I remember being stuck home back in Baminda. I think that was in Mulang, Street 1, my other brother's place, and I could make like 2 days indoors. Like, I don't go out. I just shower indoor, eat indoor, watch movies indoor. I created a blog then. I was trying to be creative, but it was not going. I was really down, because the inspirations were not coming. Like, completely, they were not coming. I was low self-esteem. I was having like no appetite sometimes I ate a lot. I can remember, like, really, Sometimes I don't sleep at all. Sometimes I spend all of my days in bed, and it was like all those cardinal signs you remember I told you about. Like, go watch my last video. I think I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up here. You can click on the link up and you'll be able to watch that. And it was not easy. So, like, I noticed it. I knew what was wrong. And like I told you, you need to talk to somebody. You need to try to get help. Talk to some people. Like, yeah, I talked to some people who tried to motivate me, who tried to make me know that it's going to be fine, that things are going to be okay. And I also did a little bit of meditation, just knowing that you are depressed, or knowing that depression is striking on you, or you have been struck by depression. You should be able to develop the other means, like to fight it. Like, you need to know first, so that you should be able to fight it. You can't fight what you don't know, of course. So you need to know what is going on to be able to fight it. So after knowing that this was all happening, I just had to come together with all the strategies to fight it. I needed to try to push on how to get a job, for example. How to either go for the public service, which I did through integration, or either hustle on the private sector, which I did by moving out of Bamenda to Douala, and moving from place to place, from pharmacy to pharmacy, from door to door, from institution to institution, with original copies of my documents, with my curriculum vitae, with a letter of job seeking, job employment, job search, application for a job. I was having a lot of them addressed to a lot of different places, addressed to a lot of different institutions. I just needed one. And that is the spirit you use to get your first job. That is all. That is how I felt, where I felt, and I got what I got. So that was my story. There are a lot of other things attached to it. It was a tough story. I have other stories that I will bring up, like my being an African student in Europe. And yeah, that's an intense story on another day. Today I just came back from work and I decided I would do this quick video. Like to tell you the things I do for YouTube. I was trying to assemble the lighting. Unfortunately for me, guys, the bulb of my lighting got broke, and actually what I'm using now is the bulb, my own bulb to my room. So like it was like I just said I had to shoot this video, and with that energy I had to improvise. Yeah, my dad helped me out to be able to, because the bulb broke and the remnants of, I don't know how to call it, the top of the bulb is screwed into the bulb lamp holder. You got the remains inside the holder of my lighting system, and my dad helped me out to pull it out. I also took out the bulb from my room, and I fitted that in. And good. Lucky for me, it gave me some lighting. It might not be the best, and it might not be like the other one, but I think tomorrow I'll get a new bulb for it. And guys, if this is your first time listening to me, do well to hit the red subscribe button and turn on that notification bell, so each time I release a new video, you'll be notified in real time. I do vlogs. I show you around the city of Douala, Cameroon, and I plan to do other cities in Cameroon and maybe Africa, and why not the world. It's a long plan, long-term goals. And I also do sit-down videos on health topics, like I did on depression, and I'm still talking about my experience with depression, which you can learn from. And save a life. Do well to share this video, like this video. If this video gets 50 likes, I will do other videos about this and about health topics. Like I said, I do health topics, I do vlogs, and I also do react to the latest Cameroonian music releases on YouTube. Guys, over and out. Take it out.
Fine picking and she got a fine thing. You remember